Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss an issue regarding the addition made on the basis of bogus purchases on the basis of various statements. The issue was that whether the addition for more than 1 year can be made on the basis of the statement of a partner only for 1 year. The second issue was that whether the addition can be made for bogus purchases without pinpointing any material errors and omission in the books or without rejecting the books of accounts, or whether the additions can be made until and unless there is concrete evidence of bogus purchases. This issue has been taken by Bangalore ITAT, a bench in the case of Yashasvi Fish Mill and Oil Company versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. This case has been reported in 110 ITR Tribunal at page number 530, and the date of the judgment is 1st September 2023. In the present case, the statement of the partners of the partnership firm was taken, and in that statement, the partners admitted that over a period of time, that is 5-6 years, the assessee has booked bogus purchases of an amount 45.02 crore. But after 6 days, they retracted this statement by a feeling that they have given this statement on the basis of wrong facts. So they revised their statement, and in the revised statement, they only admitted the bogus purchases only in the assessment year 16-17, and that to an amount up to 5.5 crore. But the assessing officer made the additions on the basis of that statement for various years of rupees 5.5 crore each. The assessee challenged this assessment order before CIT appeal, but the CIT appeal upheld the order of the learned assessing officer. When this matter came to the tribunal, it was the submission of the assessee that the statement given only for 1 year cannot be used for the additions in the various assessment years. The second submission of the assessee was that the addition of bogus purchases cannot be made without pinpointing any material errors and omissions which existed in the books, or in other words, the additions cannot be made until and unless there is concrete evidence of bogus purchases, and the additions cannot be made without rejecting the books of accounts of the assessee on solid grounds. When this matter was heard by the tribunal said that in the present case, the revenue is not able to prove on the table the evidence of the bogus purchases, or in other words, there is no evidence which is giving the conclusions that the assessee has made the bogus purchases. The revenue has not pinpointed any errors and omissions in the books of accounts. The revenue has not rejected the books of accounts. So, in that circumstances where the sales and purchases of the assessee are progressively increasing year to year, then in that case it cannot be said that the addition for bogus purchases is valid for all the years on the basis of admission of the partner only for 1 year. The tribunal said that Section 31 of the Evidence Act 1878, according to that sections, admissions are not conclusively proved as against admitted proof. Admissions bind the maker of the statement only if not rebutted by the maker of the statement, and the principle of estoppel could not be applied in the present case. Friends, we all see that in respect of bogus purchases, generally the additions are made on the statement of third parties. But in the present case, the additions were made on the statement of the partners. And if the partners can prove that their statements was not valid, or they were given due to pressure, or the partners are able to prove with the facts that the statements are not valid. So, when the additions cannot be made on the basis of the partners of the firm, so drawing the same analogy, the additions cannot be made on the basis of the statement of the third person until and unless they are corroborative by the evidence which is placed on record by the revenue. because the revenue is going to make the addition. So there should be more evidence than the statements to prove that the entries made into the books of accounts are bogus. The material has not been purchased by the assessee. So only the statements are not the conclusive proof that the assessee has indulged in some anti-evasion tax practices. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Yashasvi Fish Mill and Oil Company versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 110 ITR Tribunal at page number 530. The judgment is given by Bangalore ITAT A bench and the date of the judgment is 1st September 2023. Thank you, friends.